All right, gamers, welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Returners Hideout number 314. Magical Lamp, baby. We're getting a new GF. Probably a little late to the party. Probably should have gotten this guy on disc 1, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We are here. It is number 314, which is the beginning of our 15th season here, believe it or not. Over the next 12 events, we're going to see who comes out on top. Congratulations to our winner of the last season, Greg. I don't think that's going to be a surprise to anybody who's been tuning in recently. Greg has been crushing it here on the weekly. But we've got 12 gamers here, man. It's that post-Worlds energy, man. Instead of the hype being low, the hype is high. I've even seen a couple of Worlds competitors ready to run it back less than a week later. Love that energy. We'll see what they're up to this week. I'm glad you guys are all here joining me. Happy to see everybody. We've got this event. We have one more event next week, and then we have another off week. It's always that weird time of year. But for this week and next week, we at least get to start the season strong with some post-Worlds Opus 27 gameplay here. Let's go ahead and get a game up on the screen. Oh, Wart, hello. Love the Quenergy in chat. Qua, of course. Welcome to stream, Kato. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, as far as the games, we've got Logan versus Key. That's a big one. Logan Palmer versus Key. That might be where we go right away with sight unseen. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're going to table 2. This could be a finals some seasons. Alright, these guys are already up to no good. Let's dive right in there. Oh, where's my snow, dude? Should be snow. Should work when I switch my scene. Alright. This up. Transition. These names are incorrect. Let's get rid of those. And let's zoom in. Alright, this one's well underway. Looks like Logan is doing that same thing he's been doing recently. The ice earth with a little lightning splash in it. My man is just really enjoying ice earth and Kefka in general. Then on the other side, looks like this is an ice wind Final Fantasy X deck. I see, it looks like it's a title deck so far. I mean, we've got Buddy, Brother, and Yuna. We've got Buddy, Brother. Get the names proper, and then we'll look at this in a second here. Okay, yeah, so look, we've got... This is the newer Yuna. She's from Opus 25. She's the Black Mage Gullwing. But then we also have Buddy, who searches for a 10 backup, and we have Brother. Evray already down another 10 character. I mean, we're... is this title week and I missed the memo? He's just like, I'm really into Final Fantasy X right now. And I'm hoping this is a really cool Ice Wind deck that takes advantage of, like, Barrel Eye, and he's tutorable because he's 10. He's really powerful. Here's Sid Hayes right now. This might be... Is this going to be the old overpay from hand for an early Kefka? No, we just got the 2 CV Zidane forward. He's coming down. Libert Chris off the top. I do not think that this was a card we were expecting to see with Zidane. Certainly not one we're going to be playing. Moving into combat, Sid Hayes trigger. We did cast enough things, so we're going to get to Dull Freeze 2 characters here. We actually opt to leave the Varistale up, and we're going to Dull Freeze the forwards, attacking with Zidane, taking another card, and wouldn't you know it, it's a second Libertas, which is it's really troll. So Libertas is, of course, oh my god, and then he hit the Tiro anyway. He took 2 EXs and hits the Tiro. He takes 2 Libertas, and then he hits the high-value Tiro. Oh lord, what a way to improve the quality of the EX your opponent was going to find. And he goes to get Shinrai. Oh my god. Very different all of a sudden. But of course, this is looking like it's got a lot of Final Fantasy 15 characters in it. So Logan definitely playing a different flavor of the Ice Earth 15, or sorry, Ice Earth Lightning thing with 15 here. Varus, Regis, Noct. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. This Lightning Noctis from a couple sets back. And then he's even got Libertuses and stuff there. Liber Chris, as we like to call him. Alright, so Shinryu is going to come down. He's going to go ahead and clean up the unit in the Sid Haze. And then he's kind of that scary trigger every single turn. So Shinryu, this big light dragon, just came down, right? When he enters the field, 10,000 damage to all forwards of cost 3, 6, and 9 the opponent controls. So we cleaned up those 2 3 drops real easy. Then he's got this second ability that just is this continuous effect, where at the beginning of each of your turns, you reveal the top card of your opponent's deck, and then he does different things based on what it is. Like if it's a forward, all the forwards the opponent controls lose 7,000 power. If it's anything else, you draw 2 cards. And now we do have this Ignis. This is one of my favorite Ignis. This is a classic card. I mean, this is old enough that I was living in New Jersey and had this signed by Ignis's voice actor at KupoCon in Newark, New Jersey, dude. So that's how old this card is. But I love this guy. He just searches for a Noctis, man. So that's all you need. He also gives all category 15 forwards other than himself, plus 1,000 power and Brave. And if you look at the field right now, Noctis, Veristel, Regis, all of these guys are 15, so it's kind of neat. It's a really cool little synergy going on here. Howdy, howdy, returners. Hello, RB Sire. How are you? How are you? Good evening, Sungsy. Good evening, sir. Did I do that win-a-box for the box you gave me Nasty yet? No, I did not. I certainly did not. I'm sure you will hear about it when I decide to do that, brother. It's just, it's not the kind of thing we do on a Wednesday night, and it's just like the very busy time of year. But we will definitely be doing it soon in the off season here. It will go to use, brother. But trust me, man. One thing that we definitely do not do is run events on demand. You know what I mean? I would lose my mind. So we will have that absolutely going out. It's the giving season. This is true. This is true. It absolutely is. However, when it comes to my free time, I'm out of it to give. Alright, brother, getting activated by Everett at the end of the turn, so we've got a little Seymour action. Seymour with Everett is just this very cute little combo, right, where Seymour, he's asking for that 1 CP to pay, and he costs 5, so you can only have 5 backups out, right? But then you use Everett in response to just pop that 1 backup back up, and then you can use it to pay for his ability. Yeah, this guy has been a little bit of a terror recently. Oh, Nick, thank you, Mr. Schnell, for the fucking race, brother. 47, oh my goodness, I'm so old. Thank you, Nick. I was gonna sign up, but I am late. That's unfortunate, although I'm not gonna lie, I am glad I don't have a 13 players. However, I would like to have had you join for sure. You should just bring DJ with you and make it an even Steven. Alright, no buy, that's right, yeah. You can just pretend that you got the round 1 buy and dropped, bro. You're chilling. We've got, so Seymour is just another category 10 character. It's very interesting to see how much of this deck really is category 10. I mean, we're really flirting with a title deck, except for things like Sid Haze and Locke and stuff like that. Seymour, of course, he gets this trigger when he comes in, but he also gets this trigger when he attacks. You pay 1, and then you get 2 of the 4 actions, man. So we've got your opponent discards a card, probably the most frequently used action. We've got cost required to cast your next summon is reduced by 4, probably the least used action. Choose a dull forward and break it, and choose up to 2 characters, dull them, and freeze them. A very, very powerful card. Needs to turn sideways, needs to pay that 1 every turn. But boy, man, when this guy starts doing that stuff, it gets real annoying real fast, and he can get out of hand quick. That all being said, it's still a pretty hefty cost, man, because, like, yeah, he takes things away from your opponent, but he doesn't give you anything back, and he's an expensive card, and he's got that cost, and if they can answer it right away, it's pretty even. However, if they can't, yeah, usually this guy can get a little freaky. It's funny because I was talking to people about this card over the last week, and I said, you know, this feels like to me a card where they designed what they wanted it to do first, And they were like, all right, we've got this really powerful ice card. It's got these good effects. People are really going to hate this card. Like, what kind of art should we use for it? And they're like, oh, dude, get me that picture of Seymour, like, right before he marries Yuna. Like, where he's in that full wedding outfit with that real smarmy looking fucking face. Just give a screenshot of that, Kag says. He's like, I want to, the flavor win here is out of this world. Because just like in Final Fantasy X, when you see this Seymour, the very first thing that you think is, I have to fucking kill this guy. Like, I just have to. I must remove him. He cannot be allowed to take another action. Don't touch her! That's where we're at with Seymour, bro. So we gotta just scrape this guy off the field, brother. We gotta take care of it. You gotta send his ass to the far plane, okay? I am undefeated. Hell yeah, man. RBX Sire, you hit me with a howdy, and I didn't howdy you back. I hope that is going well over there down under. Ooh, RBX, dude, it's about that time of the year. Is there like a bunch of stuff you're doing to celebrate the season with the kiddos? Gotta be big time Christmas shopping time. Is this X's first Christmas? Not to dox by initial. Alright, folks. Where are we at on this game? This board is wide, and this Shinryu sure is still on the table. So that's a little bit problematic. Oh, the game is actually over. The game is very over. It is 7 damage, and I missed it. Yeah, these things turn sideways. It turns out sticking Shinryu is pretty good. Key got the first 2 backups, and then just brick wall, man. You can see, though, looking at the deck, it's got a lot of Final Fantasy X synergies, which is cool. We do have the new lock in here, which is interesting. Did Haze. I would have liked to maybe have seen a little bit more of the Ice Wind deck, but yeah, we definitely just got plowed by category 15 Lightning Earth, man. Chris Adams is gonna love to hear that sentence. Alright, we're switching tables, baby. Oh, we're switching tables, baby. Where's the snow, dude? I also have to put all the Christmas hats back on. Played Mono Fire without Clive and Ifrit at locals last night. Still felt good. Zonde surprisingly came in clutch. Zonde's very good. He's a very good card. Named standard unit, 2-drop trigger 15k and made. Dude, you know what's funny is that exact interaction was what happened in my locals last night, round 1. My 2CP 15k Dragoon got deleted by Mr. Will's Zonde. That's exactly what happened. We still got that game! Okay. Dragoons, ladies and gentlemen. Probably shouldn't have gotten that game, but we sure did. Alright, let's see. We've got... who's still playing? All the tables are still showing up on the list for me, but I know that that's a dirty lie. The results here, I've got results in for... oh, really only just table 2 so far. Okay, let's poke around. Let's just go... pairings. Not table 5, not table 6, not table 4, not table 3. Alright, maybe we'll just do table 1, dude. What are you up to, Angel? Xavier's first Christmas, dude. Love that. The girls Ruby and Bella will be getting a Switch 2 with Mario Kart. Now, that, let me tell you something. Those are the fucking Christmases that I remember, man. They stick with you. That kind of stuff is a big deal. Getting the console for Christmas is like, that's a classic. Snugs, how is the holiday season treating you? Hopefully you're getting all the eggnog you want. Well, thank you very much. You know what? I do a little cup of eggnog like once a year, just as like you kind of have to check the box. But my brother loves eggnog, dude. He'll be chugging that nog all season long. But it's going great. You know, I got to spend my week up in New Jersey for Thanksgiving. And then I basically get to come down here, blink twice, and go back up there for Christmas. So we'll be driving north for the holidays in about a week and a half here, and enjoying the week up there with family. Then we'll be back down here for New Year's, and then, man, it's 2026, guys. What the hell happened, huh? What the hell happened? But thank you. I appreciate your kind words, Mr. Cauliflower, and I hope that the holiday season is treating you well as well, and that you have got some awesome time off planned. It's nog season, baby. That's right. Then we need to get a little schlognog, dude. That's where you put Goldschlager in your eggnog. Now we're talking. Now it's a party. A little schlagen noggin. Alright, let's see what's going on at table 1, huh? Oh my goodness, look at this! We've got Light Squall on the table, folks. Kingdom Hearts Squall. We got Squall and Lunafreya. We only have 30 Noggy days until the government takes it away. Well, it's like, dude, it's like eggnog, peeps, and candy corn are all in the same, like, government warehouse or something. It's located right next to the Disney Vault. Full circle. I still remember getting my first console, an NES, 35 years ago for Christmas. Yeah, RBX. I'll tell you what. I was enjoying going back through some. My mom is a huge like memories scrapbooking kind of person. Like my entire life till the age of 18 is like cataloged and photographed and tracked and celebrated. And I was going through family Christmas albums, just like enjoying some nostalgia over the past few weeks when I was there for Thanksgiving. And I'm looking at those pictures, man, and it's like, oh shit, there's the year where we got the Xbox, like there's the year where we got the Wii, there's the Nintendo 64. Like, dude, those are still peak Christmases. That's absolutely like, that's what Christmas was to me as a kid. It was like a chance to get all the gaming stuff that I really, really wanted. Oh, the Christmas where we got Pokemon Red and Blue, baby. Oh man, forget about it. All right, and that's 7 points of damage though here. I know we didn't really talk much about this deck because, well, oops, it's me bantering, but we've got it looks like a mono lightning base to a very cheeky category 8 deck here. Cypher, Selfie, Squall. Very neat. Final Fantasy VIII fans out there, pay attention. We're gonna have to check in on that deck later today. Alright, looks like we're back to switching tables though. Switching tables. Oh, look at Mrs. Claus! In the full Santa outfit. Is the season. Oh my god. Snowing! Yay! Perfect. Oh my goodness. Special guest Kato. Tables, dude, why do they all show that they're still open? Even though people are reporting. It looks like we just really are picking the only tables that are finishing that quickly. So let's go to table 3. Oh wait, maybe I don't want to go to table 3 because it's our brand new guy playing against Greg. So I'll give him a second before I go over there. Let's go to table 4. Let's go to table 4. Look at the air riders, the snow, the comment. We got the full kit being deployed here. Alright, Kato, thank you very much for spreading the holiday cheer for our viewers. We're going to be going back to an in-game here. Whoa, non-amigo? We have a non-amigo sighting, folks. There you go. Wait, where's Kato? Look at there's 3 different cutie mythos on this card. It's Nana and her girls though. She's looking like, I got something I need you to steal for me. Alright. This is another Ice Wind deck tonight. And it looks like we're playing against, is this Earth Wind? Guys, I'm so excited. I love all these element combinations coming back, dude. I love Earth Wind. You'll not put that on the bingo card there. Look, man, sometimes we get these rare sightings, you know? Oh, guys, where's my drink? Thought I secured a beverage for myself. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself a drink. I'm back. I heard the fanfare from the other room. What do we got? We got a Statty! Dadler, thank you so much for the Submarino. Happy holidays, brother. Indeed, happy holidays. There's another guy who's got... Dude, these are like the years, man. The kids are in like those perfect ages where like... It's straight up magical. Straight up magical Christmas time. Alright, we got, boy howdy. Ice Wind doing Ice Wind things versus Earth Wind, man. I love seeing a little Earth Wind. I love seeing a little Y'shtola from Opus 12, man. Like, what the hell? What year is it? Yuffie's out here. We're living our best retainer lives, dude. Whoa! Luso, of course. We're playing Luso and then triggering the ability with Noctis. And then we're able to just do the little shoot and trigger his abilities. It's very cool. I love the sample art we have here. Yeah, very cool. Oh, he's playing Limit Break. I was like, why is he targeting cards? So he's doing the proper Limit Break payment for Big V. There he is, Vajradhara Woo. That's the man himself, Big V. Wait, did he somehow play, like, do it at the same time? Oh no, that one was already over there. Okay, my bad. Vajradhara Woo, Big V himself coming down, and he's going to command a fight between Y'shtola and Serges. And oh, sorry, actually we killed the Rosa. Yes, that makes more sense. Rosa is dead. We're cracking a cola. Boom. We're ready to go. A little CZ for the CZ enjoyers out there. Okie day. What time? I did tell these guys, what, it was 7:50. We got plenty of time left in the round. I guess those first games just went really fast, man. My sense of time's all kerfuffled. All right. 1, 2, 3. For Sid Hayes. Is this just like a raw dog Sid Hayes? Okay. I guess it doesn't matter if you do him first or whatever, right? Yeah, he goes into the Len. Okay, yeah. Then we activate 2. Len, I love this ability too. We're already going to be taking advantage of this right away, I know. Like, Len, at the beginning of the attack phase, so we're in main 1 right now. As soon as we get out of that and go to the attack step, she triggers, we remove the top card of the deck from the game, and you can cast it anytime you would normally cast it this turn. Well, why is that good? Because not only is it giving you more options of things to do, but if you cast the card off of the top of the deck, or off of remove from game, you're not losing another card out of your hand, so very efficient. I like a Canadian Club and Dry with a slice of lemon, dude. There you go. Shout outs to the Canadians in chat. What are we misdragoning here? Plays Len. Oh, we played the Len, then animated a backup with Everett. Then we went to use her action ability to remove Len from the game, choose the summon in the break zone, and remove from the game and cast it anytime you would normally cast it this turn. And we hit him with the Misdragon to remove the break zone from play, saying, no, actually, I do not think that you will be getting any of those. So he played and killed his own Len, huh? Removed from Len from the game, yeah. So he paid her, then he paid to kill him his own Len. We misdragged, remove that break zone, draw a card. Feels pretty good. So the Misdragon does clear. The Misdragon removes all of the cards in the break zone from the game from Brian, which means that that fizzles the Lena, or not Lena, what's her name? Len, very close. That fizzles the Len effect, and yeah, we basically spent our entire turn just like cycling, and he Misdragon and undid our whole turn. Pass. Back to Kurt. 5 cards on the grip. 4 backups up. Y'shtola ready to plow. Big V standing there looking absolutely large and in charge. Look at those arms, dude. He's ready to tear it up. And there's Noctis. This one, I always love this card, dude. I mean, I know that people who have been around for a long time have heard me make this joke 100 times, dude. But, like, there he is. So, plug your ears if you haven't played Final Fantasy 15 and you care about spoilers. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But there he is, dude. King Noctis, sitting on his literal throne, seconds from death, accepting his fate. King Noctis. Job, Prince. Couldn't give it to him, huh? They couldn't give it to him. There he is. King on his throne. Job, Prince. Now, Prompto and Ignis. Now, so I do think there's a lot of really interesting new choices people can make with these retainers. So, for example, here we see the starter Noctis, the starter Prompto, and the starter Gladio, but we're going for the Opus 27 Ignis. So I do think that, I think all of the new guys are really good. I think there's like 8 good Noctis cards, and I think that there are so many ways you can put the retainers together that are going to be really effective, that I'm surprised they don't see a little more play. But we've got 2 people playing them tonight, so maybe it's just a matter of time. Prompto does have his full triggers here. He's got damage 3, and he has Noctis and Ignis and Gladiolus in play. So he's got 8k haste, and he draws a card here, or sorry, draws 2 cards when he attacks. So the squad has been assembled, as Brian literally types in all caps, the squad. All the boys are back in town. Big V turning sideways. This is a chump if you can. You trump the Serges, not the Atomos, obviously. Oh, and then he takes the Zidane, because now we can just attack with Y'shtola, and she can't be... Oh, no, it's 4 or more. Okay, she can still be blocked by the little guys. In my head, I was just thinking of her as just, like, unblockable. But that's the other multi-element Y'shtola. Oh, it is not looking good for Icewind, man. I mean, Icewind can wipe a board like this, but not with 3 cards in their hand. 3 backups, man. It's just not gonna happen. Alright, well, let me go ahead and start putting in the results while we watch the end of this game. Let's pop open the old tournament softie. Okay, we've got table 2. We saw that one. Logan took a 7-2 over Key. Table 6, looks like Jared got that one 7-2 over Logan. Long game, though. Wonder what Eureka's playing tonight. I feel like he maybe is trying something other than Pirates, but I'd be curious to see. And I would also be just totally happy to see Pirates. Mengher 7-3 over Angel. So let's go ahead and update that. So we've still got table 3, 4, and 5 cooking. All right. Only a couple minutes left in the round here. 6 minutes left in the round. But I think the game is over this turn, one way or the other. Either this entire board gets reset right now by Brian, or it is GG. It is looking a little bit more like the latter. Passing a oh no, poor man. He played the Terra backup to get Alexander, then tapped Northstone to cast Alexander, activates the 2 backups, and then just types GG. Yeah, that's it. It's over. It's over! So that's going to be 4-7, and Kurt's going to get that one. The boys, dude, the retainers. Alright, so we've still got table 5 and 3 are still in progress. So let's go to table 5 first. I don't want to put the pressure on table 3 with the new guy there. So we'll hang off of that as long as we can. Does table 5 still got something going on here? They do. Let's see. Can I get an ooh-woo in chat? We're only allowed one of those a day. I need the ooh-woo FO. Alright, so here we have a Water Ice Final Fantasy 6 deck. I think a lot of people have been messing with Water Ice 6 decks. This is something I'm very happy to see. I've been tooling with a bunch of them. Our buddy Dory at Locals has been playing one. Yeah, I think there's a lot of juice to squeeze out of Ice Water Final Fantasy 6 now. Especially like this new lock is really good. Damn, Mitchard, nobody gave you the ooh-woo. I got you. Oh, it's yelling at me. Hold on, I have to type it over here. There you go, but I'm telling you, I'm only allowed to do that once a day. So, I get, I know for a fact that that's been marked against me. Oh, see, oh my god, there it is! I told you, I knew they were tracking me. I knew I was being tracked. Where did I get this playlist? You're going to hate my answer because it's not very exciting. Maybe you will like the answer because the ease of access to you is immediate. If you really want to know my secret, I go on YouTube and then I type in Final Fantasy music and then I click an appealing looking video. These days, it does a pretty good job recommending me the same kind of like little remix things, and you know, we usually will run one for a couple weeks and then switch it up. But you know, by using these like remix things that people make, I don't have to worry about them striking the videos. So it's kind of like the easy way for me to have some good Final Fantasy music and not have to worry about it, you know. Dude, speaking of fire, we got samurais, ninjas, red mages. Oh my, dude, this is a standard unit city down here. What kind of crazy cool stuff are we doing over here, dude? We got a fire, lightning, crystal. Huh. Huh. Gotta call time on these guys in 1 minute. Looks like Irving's probably gonna try and close it out this turn though. We got 6 damage on JR, and he's got an ice deck. So Sensor is guild tossing. Holy shit! I've never seen this before, folks. This is the first time in my life we have ever witnessed a guild toss from Opus 17 Heroic Setzer. Choose one forward, remove the top card of your deck from the game, deal 3,000 damage for each CP required to cast the removed card. It is 3 CP Leviathan, so it is a 9k. Attacking with an 8k lock over the Vienna sausages here. We're going to chump that one, and then Setzer is going to turn sideways for the 8k. Dealing that 7th point of damage. Very cool. Love to see it, dude. Who would have thought, huh? He's a gambler. Alright. That's that. I think, is that it for these? Are we pairing the next round? Missed the opportunity to get the Leo kill? No. Way cooler. No, see, look. To be fair, this guy, he wins games all the time, right? Do you know how many times I've seen this guy turn in for the last point of damage? It's 0. So I enjoyed watching the Opus 17 Setzer guild toss the blocker and then attack for lethal. Okay, come on. We gotta enjoy that a little bit. All right, we're going to pairing next round. Oh, goodness. Oh, look at this. I have a present. I can't open the rainbow box. Need to give it a key. I don't, oh no, that doesn't work. Item. Key. Nope. Oh, it moved. I don't think. Oh, hold on. I don't think I have any keys. Nope. Best I can do. Stocking stuffer. Alright, we've got results and punch them in. Irving 7-4 over JR. Irving 7, JR 4. Table 3, Greg 7, Brendan 4. Alright, cool. We go to the next round, folks. We're cruising. There's a treasure chest eating my feet. Alright, let me post the pairings for these guys. Wait, I have a drop. He is dropping. Okay. I will unpair the pairings. I will drop key. And then I will pair the pairings again. Brian, I just want you to know that your teammate did this to you. Although, to be fair, you guys could probably just play a game. Alright. Oh, sorry, your friend did this to you. Oops, my bad. Pairings, players. Pairings are up for round 2. Wouldn't you know it? Well, time will begin at 8 o'clock. And we'll be called at 8:40. Players. Ready. Okay, guys, so really fun thing that happened to me yesterday is one of my monitors died. I do, you know, I'm a degenerate like you guys, so of course I have multiple monitors. I finally, for the first time in my life, instead of just buying them like one at a time and just hodgepodging a bunch of different monitors together, I was like, I'm gonna get nice ones and they're all gonna match and I'm gonna put them on like a nice mount. And I did that, and then like 3.5 years later, and one of my monitors died. And guess what? They have 3-year warranties, and I don't think I've ever lost a monitor, much less one this fast. So pretty pissed. I now have an old monitor on top of a box for my label printer, and it is placed in front of, don't think I forgot to hit enter, brother. I'm waiting until 7:55 so that it's 5 minutes until the round start time. Don't forget to hit enter. Ye of little faith. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's happened before. Oh, we're going to point out the one time that happened instead of the thousands of rounds that I've posted. Get out of here. Anyway, I put this monitor on a box on my desk in front of the broken monitor because I can't like easily remove the broken monitor to swap it. So I'm just gonna only remove it when I'm like ready to put the new one in, which will be here Friday. So in the meantime, I'm like, it's like a trick of the brain. I'm trying to like just put a monitor in front of my other monitor, and then it's like the wrong size, so I have it like closer to me a little bit, and then it's all like relative. But it's very funny. It's causing a couple very funny little things because obviously on OBS normally I have this on a bigger screen, so like I'm having to scoot things around a little bit on my side tonight, and it's just it's very funny. Like it's the only thing that really reminds me that this is the wrong monitor because the little perspective trick is working so well. Alright. So for this round we've got Logan versus Curry table 1, Irving versus Meng at table 2. I think we gotta watch Greg versus Jared at table 3 though, so we're gonna watch current champ, dude, Greg versus Eureka. Let's see what we are cooking at table 3. Yeah, I don't know, look, it's my own weird hang-up. I only like to make the start times on the 5s and the 0s, okay? I don't want to post pairings at 7:52 and say time starts at 7:57, and then be like, oh, well, we have to be back at, you know, like, no. 7:55, time starts at 8, come back at 8:40. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at here. Getting live in the game. Goodbye, my little treasure chest. I did not get to open it and see what treasure was inside. We are back to the game. We've got Cadets, brother! This is Opus 3 Rem. Throwing it back to the year 2018. Here she is, dude. Ready to play. No, 2017, right? Damn, dude. Chronotoast, my friend. I did not see that you had the sub dropped. I should say thank you. My bad for missing you earlier. I appreciate that. 51 months. I'm good. You guys make me feel so old. This tournament is truly one of the things in my life that marks the passage of time. Unlike anything else. Alright, so Eureka is on, is it Mono Ice? Oh, anybody who knows Eureka and sees this card should know what's happening here, dude. I think my man is on Une, dude. We'll see. Any of the, like, the summon interaction Terras, it's either this one or, like, the Magitech one, if not both. We'll see. Maybe he's doing other stuff. He has Seymour and stuff, but I'd be hyped if it's Une. He loves that 6-drop Une backup. Meanwhile, we got Rem over here from Opus 3 Starter, man. Actually, she's from the set, right? Well, I guess technically the set and the starter had the same cards, but the starter, besides the ace, they just had alternate art, right? So we've got Cadets, which actually was taken to top 8 at Worlds, Cadets, man. So people out there, if you love your Cadets, there are some new Cadet cards this set, and the Cadets have been doing the thing, man. So get out there and jam your Class Zeros. Speaking of, here's 8 right now. 8 is attacking, and we're revealing top 5 cards of our deck and adding a Class 0 Cadet among them to our hand. Which is just very, very efficient. Like, this dude is haste, attacks and adds one to hand, and then he also has, like, this pretty easy to use, cheap S ability. I think this is just a really, really cool card. Especially for just a rare. Like, he's doing a lot of stuff. Also some neat art there. Gotta love those illustrations by, this is Matsuda, right? Yeah, for sure. And then Ace, dude. And again, this is another one, just like the Retainers, where we actually have a lot of very playable versions of these characters. And one of the things I like so much about the design of the Final Fantasy trading card game is how, because of the way that the character name matters and has like that synergy, the fact that people can kind of season to taste, right? Like people prefer different versions of Ace, different versions of 8, different versions of all these different guys, different versions of Noctis, Gladio, Prompto, Ignis. I love that. I think it's one of the things that makes deck building in this game so fun and feel so rewarding. And there she is, dude. It is absolutely an Une deck. Let's go! Alright, folks. If you haven't seen an Une deck before, woo, as I crash into my desk, I wouldn't be surprised, because this card doesn't see a whole lot of play, but boy, is it a cool card. So, it's expensive and it's slow, but once you get it going, when you cast a summon, every time you cast a summon here, I mean, it triggers only once a turn, but every turn, you choose a forward you control, and you remove it from the game, and then play it back on the field. So people will know this is like a flicker effect. It's the same thing that Renoa does. It basically allows you to use the action ability, or sorry, the auto abilities of your characters again and again, just for casting summons, and then you're casting summons that are cheap, like this 1 CP Shiva, even the Friva. You're casting summons that are really inexpensive, and then you're re-triggering very expensive, powerful effects like Discard 2 or Seymour, where he discards until freezes 2 things. Like, just a lot of potent abilities that you're able to duplicate with the Une. We do play Queen here. We're throwing this one back to Opus 25. She just gets to activate the Class 0 backups, which is basically she becomes pseudo free, right? She's gonna do that right here, looks like. Then we're gonna tap all these and play the deuce. And yeah, I mean, both of these players are very set up, and I think it's benefiting Greg right now because he has that 8 to give him that constant card advantage, which is like the exact thing Ice does not want to see. However, depending on what big thing Eureka is able to play and then flicker, oh, well, Shinryu will do it too. But I was gonna say, depending on what he's able to repeat with the Une, he can start to do some really unfair things. And so he can swing this back in his favor in a big way. We are actually going to use Shinryu here. So Shinryu is a classic answer to your opponent going too wide, right? This is a light board wipe. So Shinryu able to, his cost is reduced by 3 if your opponent has 3 or more forwards than you. So with no forwards on his board and 3 forwards on the opponent's side of the table, this only costs him 2 CP. So just 1 card from hand or these 2 backups. Shinryu is going to come down, and then he can also search. When he enters the field, he searches for any card and adds it to hand. Usually we're going to go get another Shinryu. Shinryu here is to break all forwards opponent controls with his Tidal Wave S ability. So you just pay another copy of the Shinryu card and 6 mana. Oh my goodness, 6 CP. And then you can Tidal Wave to break all the forwards. So we left these 2 backups up. We have 2 cards in hand, and then we'll be searching for the Shinryu. So it's going to cost us everything if that's what we choose to do. However, we could do a neat little trick here where we can also cast like a cheap summon and flicker our Shinryu, and then we can search our deck for any card we want again. Not really a huge benefit to doing that right now, but it's something that's going to be really cool to do in the following turns if the Shinryu sticks around. It is something we could consider now, depending, but we're probably just going to run it out. But it's like if we have this type of Shiva, right, where she can come back to hand for cheap, we could actually. Oh, I guess it's only once a turn. So no, once, because you'll be floating one anyway. I guess you could keep it up for the Shiva on their turn, technically, and have a card in your hand. But yeah, no, it's because you can, if you have one of those Shivas in your hand right now, right? You cast it on Shinryu, then you get the 4 cards out of your discard pile, so the Shiva goes back to your hand. Then Shinryu gets another card to your hand, so you turn 1 CP into 2 CP effectively. We are playing Terra, actually, so we're not going to pull the trigger on Shinryu. We're going to play this Terra, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, the Magitech Terra that he also plays. She searches the deck for 2 ice summons of each of a different cost and adds them to your hand. But what's crazy here, right, is if we use the we use the Terra to do that, then we cast one of those 2 summons, we can flicker this Terra again, and then immediately go get 2 more summons. So this Terra, for not very many cards, she enters the field. She is going to trigger this ability to go search for 2 summons of different costs. Then we're going to cast the free Shiva. We're going to use the free Shiva to dull freeze one of these guys, and it's going to trigger Une. We're going to flicker the Terra. What's happening right now? Okay, so this Shiva becomes free if you cast an ice forward this turn. So we're using it on Queen. Une is triggering, and we're targeting Terra. Now Terra is going to leave the field and re-enter Dull, which triggers her Enter the Field ability. So now Terra is going to go look at the deck for 2 Shivas. It might just be another free Shiva, since free Shiva dulls, freezes, and draws a card. Oh no, it's gonna be Zalera. Yeah, we're just gonna wipe these guys out here. That seems fine. We're gonna get Zalera and another free Shiva. So we're gonna free Shiva the Ace, draw another card. That's exactly. Oh no, we're drawing the card from that one. So we want to freeze this guy down. Yep, we're doing it right now. Free Shiva the Ace. Draw another card to hand. Now remember, the Une only triggers once a turn, otherwise things would be just popping right now. Although they already are quite nuts. So now Eureka has actually increased the number of cards in hand and has done all this stuff, right? Now he's casting the Zalera. He's gonna kill Queen in 8. Pretty powerful turn here from Eureka, and now we are going to cast this 1 CP Shiva. Interesting. This one you can remove 4 ice cards from your break zone as extra cost to get it back to your hand. We are doing that, and we are freezing the 7 who has Sadistic Spikes. because we're respecting this S ability here, which I think is a really smart play from Eureka. Sadistic Spikes is this second ability on 7 here. It says, choose one forward if its cost is equal to or less than the number of Class 0 cadet you control, break it. And he is, isn't it 2 summons of a different cost? They're both 4. Oh, that's a good point, that's a good point. Hold on. Good call. Rewind. How should we resolve it? I've drawn cards. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the deal, right? It's like, you can't have done that, and we did all this stuff. I don't love game lossing people, so I would rather people rewind. Well, he can't, you know, if he just chooses a different sum of the other 2 guys died, right? Alright guys, sorry, 1 second, dealing with this. It's like we could let this happen as a compromise. Like, I'm a little bit less interested in being super fair to the person who's about to have to stick a cheat, you know what I mean? Not that, like, not really a cheat, is a misplay, is a mistake, but, you know, like, there's still an advantage here from it. The Shiva functionally could be any summon if it was just CP. I drew summoner off of it, discarded it immediately. The function was just play Ace and Breeze. Let him have it up as a compromise, I guess. One of the 2 force to be summoned. Alright, cool. We're good. What we have done, folks, is we have, since he has searched the Shiva, I would say put 4 CP Shiva. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Let's just move forward from here. I mean, if we were playing like a real game, like in a tournament, just to be clear for everybody, like the fact that he's drawn cards and cycled stuff and it's like not easy to rewind, like it just means the game is over. And unfortunately, the person, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those. Like you don't just proceed with this guy's huge advantage, right? And you also don't like. There are in Final Fantasy, to be fair, they rewind board states that are completely broken. And like they try to be really, really kind and fair to people. In other games, it's just like game lost, dude. Like no question. They definitely do things sometimes where they're like, "Oh, put that card back on top of the deck. Okay, now we'll shuffle." And like you get a, you know. But I think part of the problem in Final Fantasy is you don't have something easy. You can do like a prize penalty in Pokemon or things like that. So like when really all you can do is be like warning or game loss. I think I think you kind of have to have a little bit of room for grace and navigating the gray area. I'm also going to plus 5 minute these guys. Alright, anyway, we're back here now. So, Ace is attacking. We are blocking with Shinryu. We can discard cards from hand to pump the Ace. Yeah. he's like gonna use his ability from his Onion Knight and then realizes he could the only thing. So Onion Knight has an actual ability to kill a 4/4 or less, and he was the only 4/4 or less is Ace, so he would just have to kill his own Ace. Yeah, we're gonna use Ace. Now, Eureka was smart here because he basically was like, I'm gonna declare the block to force him to discard a card, and then we still trade. Like, he's gonna have to discard 2 cards, and then the Shinryu is gone, that's fine. Discarding a card and trading is fine, because he could have just pitched the card before the trade, and then he would have gotten the attack through. Really, if he had just pitched the card, it dulls it forward and gives him plus 1,000 power. So he could have just pitched the card, dulled the Shinryu, plus K'd the Ace, and gotten in there and gotten the card off the draw. But instead, we did this. He got to declare the block. Smart of Eureka, because he just comes out ahead no matter what compared to if he had actually just pitched the card first. So now look at this. He gets the second pump. So he gets the second card out of his hand. So a completely free card discarded from hand. I mean, I guess not completely free. We lost our Shinryu, right? But it was like, yeah, Eureka just got a discard too during his opponent's turn, and he's playing an ice deck. I think he's pretty happy about that exchange. Especially considering this Terra is sitting on the field and we have the Une just chilling, dude. Okay, we do Alexander the Terra, that's good. We Lulu for Alexander, Alexander the Terra. Alexander breaks the 4/5 or more. Down to 1 card in hand, and then we're chilling. Oh, I see. When Onion Knight leaves the field, you can play a category DFF forward or 4 less your hand on the field dull. So he was going to crack the Onion Knight to play the Lulu dull, and then, yeah, do all that. Plus is showing us 2 Mateus, which we'd love to see, a Shantoto and a Blackmane. Man, the Shantoto feels pretty good right now, too. can play it for the 1 CP. And then we get back any forward from our discard pile. There is Seymour, although we can't really pay for his stuff. What else we got? We can't. Shinryu's not cheap right now. Terra's is very expensive. It's actually looking a little cursed in our discard here. I mean, we get this Terra, and then we can cast the Shiba, the Dull Frieza character, return it to our hand, and then trigger the Shantoto, and Shantoto can get us yet another card back. And it's funny because it's like she's really not even a blocker as long as the ace is on the table, so we may as well, you know, we may as well be dulling it. And then we hit the Shantoto with Onion Knight. Okay. And then Onion Knight doesn't get to play anything from the hand, but does kill the Shantoto, so it doesn't get flickered. Eureka now at 5 backups, and looking at an opponent with only 1 attacker, 2 cards in hand. I think we did a pretty good job slowing down Type 0 cadets to a crawl here. Oh, I didn't even type their names in on stream, guys. I'm so sorry to these players. We've got Greg on the left, who you will recognize as the Season 15 and 14 champion. And then we've got Eureka, fresh off of a performance at Worlds, aka Garrett Wallace. And always a pleasure to have him stop by and play in the event. And that's why he gets it's like early in the morning for him, so he gets a pass on that, on the 4 summon, the double 4 search. Very good catch, by the way, Brian. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Everybody else just let that one slide, baby. Myself included. Good thing we gave this guy the buy this round, huh? Putting it to good use. This is a fun game. Other than that little weird thing, this is a very fun little back and forth. Oh, there's a burb on my other screen, dude. We played another Onion Knight now, so what's his limit break? 2? Okay. Now this is another heads up play here from Eureka. Is earlier in the game when he played that Shinryu, instead of going to get we'll talk about that in a second. When he played the Shinryu, instead of going to get the tidal wave right away, he actually went and got the Terra and he started doing like Une combo stuff. But so he was able to kind of deal with the board. And yeah, maybe you can make an argument like you could just tidal wave and then, you know, continue from there. And maybe a lot of players would have. But Eureka knows the power of this deck is in Une repeating these really, really strong effects like Terra. And we chose to use this to repeat the Shinryu here again. And all of these times that we're repeating it, we're not getting the other Shinryu. Like this time we just went and got a Medine and used Medine to remove Ace from the game and then try to flicker the Shinryu again. So this Shinryu got taken away, but it's cool because I think a lot of decks always just use him as that board wipe, but Eureka's not only using it very effectively as a searcher deck for any card, 2 CP forward, threatening the board wipe, but like we're flickering this guy over and over, or at least threatening flickering him, and that's really terrifying too. Like these guys getting to search their deck for whatever they need every turn is certainly powerful. But we're able to answer it there, so we're able to play at the City of Final Fantasy forward. So this really cool synergy with Onion Knight. I don't think I realized that right up front. So when Onion Knight leaves the field, you can play a City of Final Fantasy forward 4 less from your hand on the field dull. So Sight should also be dull, right? she's dull frozen now anyway, but Onion Knight plays it on the field dull. So then Sice comes in and she just kills a thing. So like she chooses a forward, and if its cost is less than the number of class 0 cadets, break it. So you can crack this Onion Knight to kill a forward of 4 or less. We didn't have one on the field at the time, but it's cool. You crack him and then you can go get this and then play this on the field, and then it just shoots the Shinryu. Very neat. So you can kill a 4 or less and then play a free thing that kills bigger than a 4 or less. Yeah. They're like, it's dull now. Yeah, this is true. Missing the homie hangs in the off season, brother. I hear you, man. For sure. For sure. We'll have something soon. I mean, they'll be getting us Winter Cup info hopefully soon. I'm trying to just find out what their dates are so I can just organize my own tournament and not have it conflict with those dates. So we'll see what's what. But we're not doing it this year, so that's fine. I still am having an event at my store, which is the whole point. So we will be doing that either way. So I just want to know so we're not in the way of the other guys. Sounds good to me, brother. They will definitely be after that. Oh, that's the date, huh? That's a retirement proper. Well, congratulations. Dude, officer, I am so proud of you, brother. You've earned it. Love that, man. Well, come on up anytime. We're happy to have you. We've got the Vortex. We've got a couch. We've got a comfortable corner in the floor here for you. And the sure shot. Everything you need. Man, this Shiva is just such a good card. This 1 CP Shiva where you can basically buy it back to your hand by removing 4 ice cards from the discard pile. We're going to Shiva the 8, which triggers Une on Chantoto here. So we're going to go get back whatever, some forward from our discard pile. And we have 4 backups up right now, so that's we can get a whole bunch of scary guys. And where he is, we're going to go get Seymour. Now Seymour comes down, and he's gonna have the oh no, we went for Kurosame. We're going to choose the same number of characters as ice backups you control and dull freeze them. So 5 ice backups. Kurosame is going to dull freeze all 4 of our opponent's backups and the Sice. Yikes! Yeah, that's pretty good. Hello, I'd like to skip your turn, please. And now, my man still has 8 limit breaks, so you already know it's Kate Sith next turn. You already know it's the double turn skip. The gross thing, too, is, dude, Kurosame is such a disgusting card to Une. Oh my god. Forget the Kate Sith, dude. If this Kurosame sticks, Greg's game is done, dude. Every turn is a skip your turn turn. A bit. Alright. We are definitely trying to figure our way around this. We've got this 7-drop bomb that our opponent can cast for 1 CP from now on. Oh my god, a Dremelech the Roth, dude. We can remove a lightning backup to control, which we did. To reduce this sucker by 2, we did. It's 7,000 damage to all the cards opponent controls, and we take ourselves a point of damage here. So that would be a 7k to all of them. So we'd kill the Terra, and there'd be the Lulu trigger. We're targeting the Kurosame. So the Lulu will shrink Kurosame to 5k, and the Dremelech will be able to kill him as well. That does work. So yeah, it's going to be able to remove the Kurosame, which is very, very strong. Good thing that we are able to scoot that out of the way. Nugs, am I still on Dancers? Hey man, is water wet? Been making any tweaks? Want to build a Dancer deck to play on my locals next? Okay, well, there are a couple different ways you can go about it. I would say if you just really like Dancers and you just want to like fill your board with them and be thematic, like you can play with like the wind, water stuff or do whatever. And you can fill your deck to the brim with them, dude. Personally, I don't think there's a green Dancer card that I give a shit about. So I've been doing mono water. I'm also just a big time mono water gamer, but I do think that there's a lot of legs for water lightning proper these days. So 2 different things. One, the Thancred that came out in this set pushes me in both directions at the same time, which is kind of interesting, right? So the Thancred that came out in this set, he can tap for lightning. I've been waiting for this since they printed Lilith. Like, I've needed this backup for years. So I am glad that this backup exists. Now I can play mono water, and I can actually just cast my goddamn 3 CP Lilith using a backup. I can use my limit break without having to have the Lilith in my hand always, even though that was just kind of like an out I had before for if I happen to have it in my hand. So like that stuff, like that Thancred all by himself, or sorry, not Thancred, Urianger. That Urianger all by himself allows me to play the mono water version with even more consistency. And I was already in a place where I felt like it was pretty consistent. Now, that being said, that Urianger is also just crazy with Kanoa. And Kanoa, or that's the guy's name, I think, he can search the deck for a category 14 backup or character or whatever it is. He plays the dual element backup out of the deck. Like, he's interesting. Then you can just play the Lilith set way more frequently straight up. So there's some merit to that and the lightning angle as well. I'm still a mono water gamer, but yeah, I think that Dancers is not really, it's not a deck that makes people answer. It's just a deck that's like, I mean, I guess it kind of is, but what I mean to say is I play it when the meta to me seems like it's really reliant on abilities, which is not always every meta. But in a world where everybody was running around with Clive and Ifrit, I felt like it was really good to bring it back. And let me tell you, they're very good against Clive and Ifrit. Right now, I do think with Seymour and stuff like that, I think they're still just really good. Like, I have them sleeved. The only changes I made to the deck that I brought to Nats, which is very similar to the one I top board Miami with, is I just swapped the Waka, the Artemisian, and one Loperit for 3 Uriangers, and I'm gonna see how that goes. But yeah, pretty much, I still like it a lot. I don't think it got any worse. So, if anything, it got a little more consistent, and we'll just see. Not every meta is a meta for it, but it is very much a meta pick to counter the things that are more popular when I do play it, and it does seem like it might be another good meta for it. Sorry, chat on Twitch. I was answering a question from the YouTube side of things. Don't forget, we are multi-streaming now, so if you prefer to get your gaming on after hours on YouTube instead of following up on Twitch VODs, well, guess what? You can go ahead and head over to the RVA Returners on the YouTube, and you can watch all of the VODs, starting with our 300th event. Every tournament is now on YouTube for you to view. So, both streamed live and there for posterity. So, join us on YouTube if you so desire, anytime. Shout outs to Cauliflower and to Brent hanging out over there. What the heck is this song? I like to ride on chocobos. What? Okay, I'm gonna, yep. Alright. Next. Okay. Alright, now we're going to the FF8 one. Vinosek. Oh, there's the Kate Sith. Okay, so it's funny, we killed the Kurasame, so my man had to just play the Kate Sith instead, and now we can flicker Kate Sith with summons by using Une. So we're going to dull the Lulu and draw a card with Mateus. Une is going to trigger. We're going to choose Shantoto here. And we're going to go get Kurasame, wouldn't you know it. Now we can play the Kurasame and dull freeze all his characters. Yeah, this is getting really disgusting. Can't flicker the Kate. Oh, he can't flicker the Kate because it's it's limit break. It goes bye bye. That's right. True facts. It goes bye bye. You can flicker this guy though. Yeah, why don't you just dull freeze your whole board? All right, go ahead. Your turn. Boom. There we go. This is the vibe. This is what we're looking for. A little Balam Garden Jazz. That's exactly the lane that we're looking to be in. Greg saying could not have been a worse draw, unfortunately. I mean, it's a turn where you basically have to play something big just using your hand. You can't use your backups or anything like that. And I would have to imagine he's got a lot of cards with the same name. Yeah, he drew 2 Scythes maybe for turn, pitching 2 more copies of it. That is one of the problems with cadets, right? Is they're just, you're playing 3 of them, all these named guys, and you start to get these weird, like, oh, well, I'm just drawing these unique name things, I can't play them. Top decking 2 Scythes there hurts. Yeah, it does suck. I mean, these days they have way more playable names, so you run into that problem less often. It's like, that was the old Scion's problem. It's like, once they have the dudes on the board, you're like, well, they can't play anything now, at least. We're gonna Surges to dull the Zac, and then we're going to, sorry, Jack. And then we're going to turn sideways, Kate Sith, and GG. What a game, dude. That was a crazy one. You're showing his hand. He has another Kurasame and then a bunch of summons. Yeah, very cool. Alright, man. So that means we are we pairing the next round or are we switching tables? That was, oh, well, time is in 1 minute. Do I have any tables left? I think we're all square. 1, 2, 4, 5. We're missing table 3. Oh, that's where we are right now. That's what we just watched. We are table 3. Okay, then we are fine. We are pairing the next round. Let me go ahead and get results in here. Oh, look, it's a burb. Work. Let me put in results. Oh, it's a dancing bird. It's a dancing bird. Table 3, Jared 7-5 over Greg. Thank you for posting your results, even though I knew and had it open. I appreciate you, Eureka. Table 1, Kurt 7, Gray, or no, it's Logan 3. Her Power Hour with the boys, dude. Table 2, Meng 7, Irving 3. I think that's another. Isn't the? Are those both cadets, dude? Or not cadets? Aren't those both retainers? Table 4, JR 7, Angel 0. That's okay, Angel. You'll get it next time, brother. Table 5, we've got Logan 7, Brendan 3. And I've got another drop here for Irving. Great. Dragoon XIX, dude. Pop them off there. Next round. Alright, players, let's get these pairings up. $8.45. Ooh, yeah. So they just gotta hit him with a jump, you know? Boom! Yeah, dude, the interaction with Onion Knight and Sice is so cool. Like, seeing that turn, I was like, oh, like, reread Onion Knight again, be like, oh, very cool. Okay, pairings are up. I think we're going to table 1, man. Gotta go to table 1. So we've got 3 undefeated players, of course. Table 1 might be the finals, so that's why we have to go there. That's going to be Eureka versus Meng. And then Kurt is at table 2 against... Oh boy, Kurt's got a toughie lined up for him here. I guess it was going to be tough no matter how it's sliced out, but it's going to be Kurt versus Greg here. Table 1 is up. Oh no, Meng is the Final Fantasy 8 deck. Oh, we've got the 8 music popping, dude. Oh, baby, let's go. Alright, I'm here for it. We've got Hideout turn 1. Boom! I don't know if that's everybody's favorite turn. Oh my god, what is happening? What is the play pattern of this deck? Alright, when Hideout enters the field, you may search for a category 8 character if 2 or less have played on the field. At the end of each of your turns, you control 4 more category 8 characters, draw a card. Alright, so she slams down Sid Kramer. Her husbando, dude. But playing the cost to cast a category 8 card, if Sid Kramer is on the field, Sid Kramer can produce CP of any element, dude, which is going to be helpful in the future for our splashes. Then we have Squall. If you have 2 or more category 8 characters, which we did, the cost required to cast Squall is reduced by 2. So we just slam this guy out, and then we're ready to go. When he enters the field or attacks, you choose the character Dole Freezes. So boom, we Dole Froze the Sid Wop, then we kicked it back to Eureka. Now the funny thing about Eureka's deck is, well, he's got some answers for that stuff. So he went ahead and I gotta turn off the auto scroll so I can do this because it's scrolling by without me. So on his turn, we went with the Victoria and we blasted the Hideout, and then we just passed it back, right? And hit the Shiva on the Squall to stop him from continuously freezing our stuff so that we can build up. Because once we get built up, we know that we're gonna be very powerful here. So, so we play a Cypher and we add Hideout back to our hand here, or rather search for one rather. No, we put one in the break zone and back into our hand. Okay. So we put Hideout back in our hand, pass this back to Eureka, and look, we have an Adele in here too, dude. I forgot about this new Adele. When Adele 8 enters the field, you may remove 1 Job Witch in your break zone from the game. When you do so, Adele 8 gains plus 1,000 power, and Adele 8 cannot be chosen by abilities of characters with cost 4 or less. Okay. When Adele attacks, choose the forward opponent controls break it. Oh, man. They're hiding that spicy line of text at the bottom, huh? That's pretty good, too. There's a 9k that can't be chosen by abilities of characters of 4 or less, and breaks a dude whenever it attacks. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. But Eureka does have a deck that is chock full of summons. So, we are going to play the Hideout here. Search for a category 8 character 2 or less to play it on the field. We will have the 8 characters at the end of the turn, or sorry, the 4 8 characters, rather, at the end of the turn, to just start drawing that free card every turn, which is pretty damn strong. I like this. I like this Final Fantasy 8 deck, dude. I like this mostly mono-laning 8 deck. Is cool as hell. So we're gonna go get the Fusion, which gives our Cypher and Raijins plus 1k. So this Cypher now is a big boy. Dude, this is neat. I really like this list. Going to attack with Cypher and try to break the Victoria here. Oh, we hit the Medine one up, which is nice. Attacking with Squall, we're going to Dull Freeze the Sidwaff because fuck that guy. Then we're going to hit a Shantoto. Then we're going to end the turn and put a card in our hand, man. This is neat, dude. I really like this. I really like how this is making this light Squall so good, too, from Opus 18. Dude, this is neat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really... I'm jazzed about this deck right now. Final Fantasy VIII needs a come-up, dude. We have the Shinryu, of course, dude. So we play Shinryu here, and we're gonna search our deck for another one. Probably, I imagine we don't have the Une or anything set yet, so this is gonna be a genuine tidal wave. I'd have to imagine. You know, unfortunately, Zolaire doesn't kill Squall. It would only kill the Cypher. We have to kill Cypher no matter what. We might as well kill him with the other two. We search the tidal wave. We go pitch, 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 duck, 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 goose. We keep one card in our hand. Maybe it's Une. We pass and pray. And then hopefully Meng's turn is literally just backup pass. And then you could drop, start getting into like the mid-late game. Eureka's thinking about it, man. He is like, is there any way that I don't have to use a tidal wave here and I can just kind of get out of this through value? Which is what he did the other game. It was very cool. Where many other people would maybe have just tidal waved, he instead built a big hand and started doing like Une shenanigans. But there's no Une out right now. Yeah, Eureka's saying, sorry, there is a lot to think about, and I don't blame him here. I think there is a lot to think about. He's like, he's got to go through all the lines to see, like, can I save a Shinryu here? Can I just do these other things? They're saying, all good, we got time, man. Yeah, very cool. Folks. It's almost that Christmas time, dude. Next week is our last stream before the holiday. And of course, oh boy, you know that we're getting down with it. It's our holiday party! We're gonna be doing some weird Christmassy shit. We'll probably have some special guests. We'll have some special gifts. We'll do some fun stuff for the holidays. And then we're on Christmas break the week after that. So it'll be fun. Come on by, hang out next week. And we'll get fucking jolly with it, you know what I'm saying? Ghoul, brother! Hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well as well. Congratulations on the run last weekend. It was enjoyable to watch. Spectating across all the way from over here. It would have been more fun to be hanging with all you guys over there, but very well done this weekend, man. Great run. Viridian with the Submarino. Thank you, brother. That's my TFT king right there. What comp are we playing right now? I know he's in game. It's a vertical, that's for sure. There it is, dude. Freljord. Get in there, dude. We're into columns. Dude, you know who's missing? Trundle, dude. When I see those big columns, they're like the Trundle columns. He's just there with us in spirit. 'Cause I knew you were Trundle when you locked in. Alright, right, so he looks like he's finally come to a decision. He's going for the Une value. He's deciding, fuck the tidal wave. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I'm gonna set up my Une. If I'm gonna win this game, it's on the back of this broken combo. So I'm going for it. This is really cool, man. I think these are really interesting games to watch, folks. For people who just like to analyze gameplay or like see how different players play, different play styles. Like, I think a lot of people just sight unseen, dude, that's just the tidal wave immediately. So we're going to see Eureka explore other avenues that he spent a long time thinking about and decided they had an equal, if not a better chance of him actually winning the game. Rather than just pulling off the tidal wave, and then even preserving rather those tidal waves for later and future Shinryu. So we are going to go for the Shiva. We have to keep down the Cypher because Cypher can just break Shinryu. I think we're being a little risky that this deck full of purple cards can't just blast. So we are going to get a backup Shinryu, and we figure, well, if we've got this backup Shinryu, and we've got the Une on the table, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? We got the Shiva back, and we got another Shinryu. So what we did here is we set up a future tidal wave, and we already got the Une built, and he has, if this works, this is a really, really smart play. If the Shinryu gets blasted here, even, I mean, you know what, I think even if that happens, it still works, right? Because he's got that backup Shinryu. He just plays the Shinryu off 2 backups, has the one up for the Shiva that's in his hand, and is plus the 2 cards for the turn. So this is a really, really cool play. I think it's going to work out really well for him. Let's see how it shakes out. Time for the response from Meng. So we are going to pitch. Is that a Kalmia? What the fuck? Oh my god, lightning! I did not expect blue cards. Lunafreya! Oh, actually, you know what? I think we did see a Lunafreya on the table the other time. I guess I didn't think too much about where the blue came from. Not a lot of blue Final Fantasy VIII characters, right? I mean, water anyway. There's a lot of ice ones. There's like an Ultimecia that we're definitely not playing. He says he paid too many. I don't know. The limit break is. There you go. Okay, it worked. Like, limit break is fucked. Alright, Lunafreya is happening. We're gonna reveal the top 5 cards of our deck, and wouldn't you look at that? 9 CP Odin. So we're just gonna go ahead and escort Shinryu off the field. Now, but see, we played another forward, and we know he's tidal waving, so we do have to discard a random card from our hand because of Sid Walk. That's pretty good. He rolls the 1 and picks the first card. It's going to be the Odin dude. Or an Odin. We might have 2 Odins. Who knows? Squall attacks, uses his ability, freezes Une. I like how it doesn't really matter which one gets frozen because they all don't have any like tap abilities. So to me, it just kind of feels like a card that's whatever card is pissing me off the most right now. And so Une is gonna get the freeze. Now it's gonna just be Shinryu, and he's gonna come down. We're gonna have 3 cards left in hand. We're gonna go search, if we wanted to, search another tidal wave. We could, and we could take out this board of 4 forwards right now. But that would be our entire hand once again. So maybe we will opt to do more value plays with more icy things. However, the problem is, I mean, Eureka's taking 4 points of damage here. Purple does have an awful lot of cards that can attack when they come down. There's potential. This is like, and we saw the lightnings go to this pile, like lightning and Odin. So things might be getting a little scary. Yeah, I think it might be time to just tidal wave this board and try to stick the Shinryu for future Uneing. Now what he could do is he could use each of these backups to cast the Shiva and buy it back 2 times. So, oh never mind, it doesn't flicker twice, it'll only get 1 flicker off of it, so he would have the backup up for it if he wanted. But Yeah. So we're gonna go empty here. We are going to finally just do the tidal wave by dumping the hand. We're going to basically say to Meng, you have to present a threat right now or things are gonna get out of hand. But Meng, I think, is probably gonna have a build turn here. Yeah, it's going to be. Oh no, actually. Oh shit. Oh no. Poor Eureka. We got Raijin right into Cypher, dude. Raijin gives him the haste. Cypher has the haste, and there's more than 10 cards in that discard pile. He's going to be adding a 5/8 character back to our hand, and he's going to be attacking and killing the Shinryu. So this is a really good follow-up of all the things we could have had here. The haste from the Raijin, the Cypher, the Mateus will be able to freeze. Oh no, it's cost 3 or less. So yeah, we break the Cypher on the Mateus, which is pretty good. Don't forward if 3 else break it. Or he's thinking whether or not he might want to draw the card. He actually might want to draw the card. Because keeping the thing from attacking is pretty easy. So he's saying, yeah, I'm going to draw. Yeah, he actually might want the card. Because he has 0 cards in his hand. He really needs to make something happen. And one of the best things he can do is play a 5 CP Terra. But he can't play 5 CP Terra and leave backups up if he doesn't have this extra card here that he just drew. Man, what a play though for the turn. Cypher's even tapping his brain like, you thought, dude. You think, Jared, think. You think I'm not gonna come in there and just slash up your dragon? No, that's exactly the kind of thing. Is the reason Eureka was playing the turns he was playing them previously was to avoid something like just getting the super immediate blowout from like a Haste Cypher or something like that. So he did play around it, was able to kind of have 2 turns worth of value and then get more answers. But we just had the Raijin Cypher. Feels good. Fujin Raijin backups is Cypher's just online, so easy here. An old Kingdom Hearts Squall, dude, just hanging out from the sidelines. And his Keyblade Gunblade. His Key Gunblade. We are going for the Seymour, and we are going for the Shiva free cast. So we are getting the Seymour. We are paying for Seymour by pitching the card we drew off of the Shiva. Did we cast the... We flickered Seymour though because of Une, right? So it should have been dull. Oh, it was. Now it's still frozen. And the Squall Rip too is pretty good. Just dull freeze the Seymour so he can't attack. Now we need to dull freeze the Squall so he can't. So we need to freeze both of these so they can't attack. And he's trying to freeze this so he can't attack. Everybody's just trying to say stop. Come on, guys. Can't we just call a truce? 15 minutes, no rush. No Zerg rush. These guys agreed. 30 minutes, no rush. I want battle cruisers by the time you roll up to my base, okay? I'm filling every inch of the map with photon cannons. Leave me alone. We're going to Shiva the Squall. We're going to Une the Seymour. And we're going to Shi a little more. This guy. We're using him even though he's dull frozen. Gotcha. Sidwalk. We're going to trigger. And we're going to dull freeze. God, the arrows are everywhere. We're going to break the dull Cypher and dull freeze 2 backups. Draw the card from the Shiva Friva. Very funny. Very cool, man. Une is just doing things, huh? This 8 deck is sick, though. Both of these decks are sick. Is this Final Fantasy VIII Tribal? I mean, yeah, dude. This is effectively a mono Final Fantasy VIII deck, except for a couple techs. I mean, you got the whole party in here, I think, except Zell. You got the selfie splash because of Sid Kramer. But yeah, this has been a really fun Final Fantasy VIII deck to see. Sorry, I was just seeing that comment from the YouTube side of things. Oh, it zoomed me out. Hold on, let me zoom. We're zooming back in. RBA, Copter 9 in the sky. Juk, 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 juk. That was a draw pass turn from Meng, dude. You hate to see it. Goes to, Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, yeah, no. Turn, yeah, draw pass. Eureka draws, gets in there with Seymour, triggers him. Kurosame says, pitch your whole hand. Yikes. Yikes. Leo limit break pass. Seymour freezing the Sid Kramer, stops the multi-element stuff from happening. And yeah, this Ice deck is about to take the game and run away with it. Ooh. We're casting Zalera just to Une. That's funny. Just to trigger the Seymour even though he's frozen. Oh, he wasn't even frozen, sorry, we're just double triggering the discard to get rid of his whole hand. It's so gross. Triggering 2 Seymours a turn is disgusting. Yo, is this the card that they wanted us to go-go? What does that go-go do? Hold on. What's my man say? What's the text? Is it 4 or less? Oh yeah, it's 4 or less. It's 4 or less. Just kidding. I was like, oh fuck, I'm go-going their Seymour. Just kidding. We're not go-going shit, dude. Oh, this Gilgamesh is not going to hold the line, I don't think. It's a little bit of a tough ask here for old Forearms. The Seymour is just online, and he's getting double tapped every time. I mean, we've got the flickerable Kurosame and Seymour. It's looking really bad for Meng, dude. I think unfortunately this one, getting that early Une, dude, this was the play, dude. And this is the future that Eureka foresaw, and he was not wrong. Get the Une set up was critical. It was critical to snowballing his advantage in this match. Reduce a summon by 4, so was he going to cast the new Zalera? Or just a tempo old Zalera? The attack is still coming through, so he's just like... Might as well block with the guy while you can, sure. Attack with Shanshutto, attack with Kurosame. No, we're not attacking. Playing Terra. Mateusing our own Terra to dull it and draw a card. Triggering Une Uneing Seymour, paying 1. To freeze it, just we're doing Seymour just to freeze the last backup. At that point, why not do Kurasame? Oh, because you just don't want it to be dull, I guess. Seymour's already dull. We have the Final Fantasy XI Summoner, dude. I love this shit. Shiva's out. Look at that. I do think... Hold on. The Summoner is engaged. This is so funny. Okay, if you play Final Fantasy XI, this is not a real Summoner picture. Hold on. I never thought of that before. The Summoner is literally fucking engaged on a mob. Never... With the staff in hand, dude. Look at this stance. Hey, are you in chat? Look at this card. It's so funny. I didn't think of it, but it's such a tell, right? Like somebody just went into the game and they were like, oh yeah, let's get him in a battle position, and they just like engaged a monster in Lathin Plateau while they summoned Shiva. And it's just like, no summoner would be sitting here in the fucking attack position. You wouldn't be engaged on the mob. And the Shiva's not even attacking. It's just standing there. This is staged. This is bullshit. This is such an unnatural photo. You would never see this in Final Fantasy XI. Lightning. Dull Kurasame, of course. Of course. Ooh, little eyes on me. You know it. You know it. You know it. Sing it, baby. Tara, get in there, girl. Feeling that point of damage. We got that Shiva flicker. We got that shit ready, dude. Why don't you just go ahead and freeze all your stuff again, please? We're still trying to make it work, though. Like, that lightning turn was a little cheeky. But Eureka's got plenty of defense against any of that kind of stuff now, man. With that, the Shiva with the buyback just keeps coming back, man. Things getting a little gross over here. Look, Une knows what she did, dude. Look at that fucking smirk. Shiva, freeze Shiva, freeze it all, freeze it all. The same thing he'd been yelling for hours. Freeze them all! Kill him dead, dude. I don't see a way out of this one. Odin 9, Odin 9, Odin 7, Odin 7. I just don't. I don't see it happening for Meng, dude. I think the vice grip got locked the turn when the Une resolved and we were just able to start flickering. Like, we didn't die the next 2 turns. That was it, man. What a game. We do have Water Ultimisha in here. Dude, what a cool game. This was sick. Really well done. Loved this match. Loved this deck from Meng. Very cool. And love this fucking Une deck as well. Just crazy stuff. Well done, Eureka. And Greg took it over Kurt, which means that's a clean one for us, I believe. Let me just pull up in the old results and just double check here. Three undefeateds are Kurt, Jared, and Ming. So with Greg taking it over Kurt, sorry Kurt, but it does mean we are square, folks. So congratulations to Jared for taking it this week. The first match of the season. Jared, I mean, hey, if you're a little active over these next few weeks, you could be a season winner, dude. We've only got 12 events per season now. We just started the new one today. So this is 1 of 12. You're already on your way, dude. You're already top of the board. Alright, Jared 7, Ming 5. Greg 7, Kurt 2. Angel 7, Brendan 5. We've got 2 still cooking, dude. Oh no, we got a Logan. 4-0 Logan. Or the 7-0 Logan, sorry. Gotta love a Logan. And then, table 3. Oh, we have no table 3. That's still going. Okay. But I'll get that result in just a second. Alright, folks. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in this week. If you're sticking around with us. Very cool decks tonight. I love seeing the creativity that comes out of people after Worlds. We are truly in garbage time now until there are some announcements for events, at least in NA, man. We got nothing right now. So we have some whispers of a year of events and some words coming soon. So I have hope we will see some stuff on the horizon. But for now, folks, enjoy the holidays. Slow down a little bit. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your friends. Take a breather. Relax, dude. Catch up on that video game backlog. Or just play the same games that you've been playing for 25 years. It's all the same. Do your thing, dude. Enjoy yourself for a little bit of time. And you know what? We'll hang out next week. We'll have our holiday party. Then it's Christmas. And then the next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, it's New Year's, dude. 2026, fresh year of Final Fantasy TCG excitement is lying just ahead. So that's it for us this week, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in and stopping by. A huge shout out to everybody who dropped the subs today. I really appreciate it. Brady Chronotos, Mr. Statty Daddy, Mr. Nick. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Dethrone me, please, he says. Yeah, come take this crown off this man's head. So that is it for us, folks. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's the Christmas party. Come ready for fun. That's all I gotta say. Bonus points if everybody just plays with fire win. That's not true, but that'd be funny. Alright, bye everybody. Good night. See you next time. Peace. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.